I was exposed with asbestos that we know of when I got married, and Ray, my husband, worked in Chatham Dockyard, and he used to come home with all the dust all in his hair and all in his clothes. But he never showered, because you just didn't do that in those days. You came home with it all on your clothes, and so I just shook his clothes and put them in the washing machine. I feel that the governments of the time have let people down. Like, we have got the rules and regulations today, but they needed it then. So many people worked without protection, and I just feel let down by the governments. When I found out I had mesothelioma, the doctor had come to my bedside and said that it definitely was looking like I have mesothelioma, because it had grown in the culture, and I would go on for a biop, and he was started to proceed to tell me I had cancer. And I said, stop there, I can't do this on my own. Would you wait until Ray comes up and sees me, and tell us both together? I thought I could handle this, but I can't. So I had 4 years of chemo, and I became so toxic, and I was dying. It was terrible. I had a walking stick. I had the trolley. We went and bought that trolley. I was pushing a trolley to help me walk, and I was bent up like a little old lady, and I was just at death's door. I'd met Professor Dean Fennell at a conference. He is the top mesothelioma professor, and he runs a lot of trials. And he did say to me that there was a trial at the Royal Marsden that might suit me. So I came back and asked my oncologist if she would refer me to the Royal Marsden, and she said of course I can, because she was grateful that there was something that I might go forward for. So that's how I did, and I got on the trial of the MK347528. Cancer turns your immune system off, and this drug goes in and turns it back on again, and then your immune system fights it, and every time it sees a cancer cell, it will kill it. That was the hope, and it did. It worked. They can't say for sure that there's mesothelioma isn't in there and that it's not going to grow again, but they don't want to touch it, because although I've got some little tiny tumours, they don't want to touch it with needles at this point. I call it Mr. Nasty, and so Mr. Nasty is laying flat, and there's no way we're going to disturb him and wake him up, and that's the way we see it. I'm living a normal life at this moment in time. That's why I've sort of campaigned so much. I do all my presentations wherever anyone will listen to me, because I've got this fight on with, I want to make the world safe. I don't want anyone to suffer with this dreadful disease. So the main aim of my foundation is to raise funding for grants. I want to back the doctors that are in their own labs working away, that find raising money hard to carry out their work, and they're doing some fantastic work towards it. It's not only just big drug companies. I actually, in my presentation, is that I keep telling people that they must keep to the regulations. It's still going on and on and on. So yes, they really have got to make sure that in buildings that they've got the register on show, for when the workmen come in, they can look at that and see where the asbestos is, or they're going to start drilling through the boards, the AIB boards, and they're going to contaminate themselves.